You actually came. I must admit, part of me thought you'd lose your nerve by now. You see, darling, most people see these jagged spires against the moonlight and decide that a quiet life in the village is more than enough for them. But here you are, standing in my hall, looking just as delicious as you did under the silk lanterns of the ballroom. Don't just stand there by the threshold. Come. I assure you, you're safe with me. I can see you looking around. It is a bit quiet, isn't it? Eerily so, perhaps? You were probably expecting a den of monsters, weren't you? A dozen pairs of glowing eyes watching you from the shadows. Oh no, I've made sure that won't happen. My kin, the ones who called this drafty old place home, they've been given very strict instructions for the night. They are all to remain in the West Wing, for now. They will not roam the corridors, they won't linger in the kitchens, and they certainly won't cross your path. I wanted you to feel at ease. And, if I'm being entirely honest, I wanted you all to myself, without a dozen hungry stares ruining the mood. Now, come this way, my sweet. The private parlor is much more comfortable than this drafty entrance hall. I have a fire going, and the velvet is much softer than stone. Here we are. Do you like it? Let us sit down. You look like you're ready to bolt if I move too fast. Take a breath. You survived the walk here. Surely you can survive a seat on my sofa. Wouldn't you say? Allow me to pour you something. You're shivering like a baby bird, and I can't have my guest catching a chill. Here, take this. Don't give me that look, it's just wine. A very fine vintage, older than even your grandfather. But I promise it's just fermented grapes, not, well, you know. I save the heavy red stuff for myself. Besides, I find that a bit of liquid courage makes the conversation flow so much better. Don't you think? You were so bold back at the ball, whispering back to me in that dark corner. I'd hate for you to lose that spark just because we've changed locations. Drink up. I wish to see the color returning to those cheeks. That's better. You know, I've thought about you a lot. The way you looked when I finally cornered you against that wall. Everyone else was oblivious, dancing to their own rhythm. But we had ours. A world all our own. Tell me, do you remember where we left off? Because I certainly do. I haven't been able to get the image out of my head. Shall I remind you? Very well. I remember the exact moment your pulse started to spike. I had my hand on the wall beside your head, and my lips were just barely brushing against the side of your neck. Not even a kiss, really. Just the ghost of a touch. But your dear heart, how it started running a mile per minute. It was like a trapped bird beating its wings against a cage. The most intoxicating sound I'd heard in the past decade. And the heat, that human heat, you were radiating it. You felt like a furnace. It was such a sharp, beautiful contrast to the cold I carry around me every day. Now I wish to see if it's still there. That heat, that frantic rhythm in your throat. Look at me. That hitch in your breath. It's lovely, truly. And you have no idea what you're even doing right now, do you? I'm the one with fangs and the ancient title, and yet here you are, making me feel like the predator that just found what they've been hunting for. Stay still. I'm just going to lean a bit further. Breathe you in for a moment. God, you smell like rain and salt and life. So tempting. The warmth coming off of your collarbone. It's calling to me. But no worries. See, I'm a woman of my word. Just a soft, lingering kiss. Your skin is so fine, like silk. I can feel your pulse jumping under my lips now. Thump, thump. My darling, you enjoy this, don't you? You can try to tell me you're only scared, but your body is telling a completely different story. You're leaning into it. I thought I told you. That's a very dangerous thing to do with someone like me. I wonder what you'd do if I were to run my fangs along that sensitive spot. No biting, of course. Not yet. Just letting you feel the edge of them. Does it send a shiver down your spine? I can feel you trembling. It would be so easy, wouldn't it? For us both to take exactly what we each want right this second. My body is practically screaming at me to do it. You're sitting there, offering yourself up so freely, and it's honestly tempting me a lot more than I'd like to admit. You make it so easy, like a gift that's already half unwrapped for me. But I have self-control. I pride myself in it. And like I told you before, the anticipation is often half the fun. If I just took what I wanted now, the night would be over too quickly, and perhaps you'd see me in a different light. Besides, it's terribly poor etiquette to drain a guest on their very first visit to the castle. I was raised with better manners than that. A Duchess, both in life and in undeath. Not to mention, I want you to want this just as much as I do. I want to see you so deep under my spell that when I finally decide to sink my fangs in, you won't even think about pulling away. So, for tonight, I'm going to be a perfect hostess. I'll sit here with you, and we're going to talk. And I'm going to make you fall hopelessly in love with the idea of it. I want to see you return to your home for the night. Well, in the early hours of the morning, and I want you to lie awake, staring at the canopy of the bed, thinking about everything that transpired here. I want you wondering when I'll do it, how I'll do it. Is it going to be on your next visit, or the one after that? What will the setting look like? What's the build-up going to be? Because, my dear, when I finally do decide to take, when I finally decide to bite for real and claim you, it's not going to be like anything you've ever felt. It won't be painful, not in the way you may imagine. It's going to be a rush, a life-changing sensation that makes everything else feel dull and grey in comparison. You'll never be the same again. You'll want to be mine. Entirely. But, for now, just finish your wine. You're staying here for a while, and I still have so much to show you. The night is still young. Now tell me, what else did you think we'd do once we got inside these walls? Don't be shy. I can hear your heart, remember? I'll know if you're lying. I want all the juicy details. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, a special thank you goes out to my top tier patrons: Mr. Riddler 6, Selkie, Keen Marlowe, The Smidge, Snow Soldier, Burn to the Death, Xander Dragoon, Raku, Heidi, Aaron W, William Payette, Boogie Sun. Please leave a like, heart, and hype the video if the option is available to you. It helps me out a ton. See you all in the next ones.